Hello everyone and welcome back to The Rich Life. Today's topic is a beautiful mess. That's right, we're making a beautiful mess here in the studio with these Christmas cones. I use these to decorate my house. I make them in my studio. They are sparkly and fancy and just all around beautiful. And they're super easy to make. In fact, I started making these because when I went to the stores, the really high-end stores, I would see these and I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally make these. All you have to do is go to the craft store, get these paper mache cones, get some glitter, and go to town. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. To do these, you start with the paper mache cones. Super easy, you can get them from any craft store. I buy them in bulk because I like experimenting with different designs. And then I use Mod Podge as my glue. It's all about the glue with these. I love this because it's very spreadable. It goes on white, but it dries clear. So you can use it for applying your glitter, and you can also use it as a top coat, if you will, after you're finished to seal in all of the glitter. And I love that because glitter gets everywhere. This is a beautiful mess, for real. And then we have our glitter. I like to use fine glitter as my base for what we're making today. It looks like beautiful paint, actually, a beautiful coat of paint. And then we're gonna fancy it up with some gold beads that I just got from the jewelry section of the craft store. And I'm in love with rose gold these days. So I got some rose gold paint because it's all about applying a coat of paint on the cone before you actually fancy it up. Because even if you don't get all the areas with the glitter, you'll never know because, or whoever's looking will never know because you got the paint underneath. So definitely get a complimentary color paint. We've got our paint brushes. I'm just gonna use a regular brush for the cone. It doesn't have to be a super fancy paintbrush. And then I keep lots of sponge brushes for applying the glue. And then I just keep what I call a glitter bowl. You can see in here, there's lots of excess glitter. You've got to shake it off, okay, so it doesn't get everywhere. And then I keep some wipes around so that I can just easily clean up. And then for my workspace, I use a sheet of wax paper. It's just great to put over top of your workspace. Glitter does get everywhere, but this helps contain it a bit more. And then I also use it to put my paint on and my glue because it's super easy. All you have to do is throw it away afterwards. So this is the one that I'm showing you how to make today because I think it's really simple. It's really beautiful. You can easily do this at home. So the first thing we're going to do is apply our paint. You see, I just put it on my wax paper so that I don't have to dirty up a paint palette. And I'm just applying it smoothly on here. All you need is one coat. You just want to make sure that you're painting it evenly around. I'm just going to paint the whole cone all the way around, and then I'm going to let it dry. You have to let each coat dry. And when I say coat, I mean coat of paint, coat of glitter, when you apply your beads, because if you don't, trust me, it ends up being a disaster, okay? So the best thing is to do it over a couple of days. Don't rush this. You can't rush perfection. And that's the thing. These are actually, they're not perfect, and that's the beauty of it. Every one of these has a little imperfection, and that's the handmade part of it. So, but you do at least want something to come out nice, so don't rush the process. All right, so we've got our painted cone. It's nice and dry. So I'm now applying my Mod Podge, which is my glue of choice. I love this. I use so much of it during the holidays. It's ridiculous. I'm just applying just a nice smooth coat, no more than like a section of maybe 2 inches, because the important part is you really want everything to come out nice and smooth. You just sprinkle it nicely. And then you want to make sure that you just shake off the excess. And I mentioned I use my glitter bowl. Obviously, all of it is not going in the bowl. That's okay. At least some of it goes in there. So again, I'm just making a section here. It's really important when you are going between sections to make sure that when you overlap, you make it nice and smooth because you don't want bumps when it dries. So I'm going to add another coat here of the glitter. Sprinkle it on. I love fine glitter. It's just so beautiful. And that's one thing you have to decide when you're making your cones. Which type of glitter are you using? It's so important. You've got fine, you've got coarse, you've got solid colors, you've got mixed colors. All of that should go into your process when you're making your cones. Okay, so now we've got our cone nice and glittered up. It is beautiful like this. So you can actually keep it like this if you like. If you don't want to add the extra beads, I like that. It adds another level of fanciness that I like. But if you want to keep it like this, you can. The one thing I would suggest though is just adding a coat of the Mod Podge over top. Again, it goes on white, but it dries clear and it helps to seal in the glitter so that when you put these cones around your house, you don't have glitter everywhere. If you decide though to add the beads like I did, then what we're going to do is just add another layer of the Mod Podge. Again, we're doing really small sections here. So now I'm just adding another section of Mod Podge here, and I'm gonna take a pause and I'm gonna add my beads. Just sprinkling the beads, they're flying everywhere. I love it. It's gonna be so much cleanup for me when I finish, but who cares? It's gonna be beautiful. That's all that matters, right? So again, you're gonna see some white space. That's okay, because when it dries, it'll be beautiful. And then if you're not happy with the beadage you've got, you can always add some more. That's the beauty of these projects. You can always add to them, make them a little fancier if you want. I'm trying to make sure at least the beads that are not flying all over the place, the ones that don't make it on the cone, that they make it in my bowl, because what I can do is actually just add more beads and glitter as I go along from the bowl as well. That's why I have the bowl here. Okay, we are all done, and I have glitter all over the place. It's all over my face, all in my hair. It's not part of my makeup today. I promise you, it's from our beautiful Christmas cones that we just finished making. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the way this turned out. It's now fully dry, which again, make sure you let everything dry completely before you add another coat or you put it out. I've also added a coat of the Mod Podge just to seal it up. Because again, when you put it up and down, you don't want beads and glitter falling off if you can help that. All right, so the next time you are in one of the stores that you love shopping in for Christmas, think about making one of these yourself. They are so easy. It's a little bit of a mess, but I promise you, it's totally worth it when you're decorating your house, when you're decking the halls for Christmas. You can make these just like I did. So we're gonna keep it going with the handmade holiday specials at The Riche Life this month. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all of the latest. And I look forward to seeing you next time at The Riche Life. Take care, everybody.